What's up, fam? What's up? Y'all gravy? Are y'all gravy? Let me make sure my sound is good. I know we got haters out there. Yeah. Those levels look good. Do you look good tonight? You looking good? You relax? It's Friday. I dropped a podcast. Did you watch it? It's a banger. Past 3, son. All bangers. I like to see the familiar names in the audience. I like to see that. Sunny Skies, Shannon on, Mel C. Who else we got in there? I think I saw Michelle McGowan. Who else is in here? Who else is in here? Susan O says she loves the music. Debbie C says she loves the music. Pamela O'Rourke. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Love your show, Thomas, all the way from Wales. I actually had 2 guys from Wales stay with me and my friends for, they were foreign exchange students in high school, and they're super cool. Super cool. I'm glad you're here, spending your evening with me, right? True Reporting. It's always good. Happy Friday, K. Madison. Hello. Ubay, what's up? He says EOW stream just got pulled, dude. Be extra careful with words today. I would say, who is EOW? Let me know. Let me know. Ba-da-ba-da-da. Christine Seidman, what's up? What's up? Deborah Piccolo, what's up? Liam Munifo, love you too. Big Red, what's up, Big Doggy? What's up? Tom Stells, what's up, my man? How are you? I got some good I got it. I'm telling you, man, your boy's been researching. Your boy's been hitting home runs lately. These past 3 podcasts, ooh, son. And I got some good information for you today. We're gonna get a little esoteric tonight. Right? We're going to go over some articles from 2012 that I think you'll find most interesting. Who is that guy? If anybody knows who says very interesting, I'll give you $500 in Monopoly money. Oh, Edge of Wonder. Yeah, they yap. They yap. Can't yap on here, man. The police will get you. Can't say key words. That's what you cannot do. So don't yap. B Spain, what's up? What's up? Cassandra Morris, thank you so much, sweetie, for the super chat. I appreciate the sticker as well. I appreciate that. Bella, hello, Bella. Good to have you here. Shannon Melberg, what's up? Saying hey from Michigan. James Tudway from UK. I like to see my people from abroad. I like to see it. Christy Shea. Hey, Christy, how are you? I hope everybody's doing good this evening. I really do. We can't just say hello. That's what we're supposed to do. How are you taking the quarantine? Are you getting that cabin fever? I've had it. I actually, I went to the mall today because apparently in South Carolina, the department stores are open. So I went to the mall and it was literally closed. And I about punched my hand through the glass door. I was so mad. I was like, Artie Johnson. Good job, girl Homo sapien. Artie Johnson. Correct. No, Tracy S. No, it was Artie Johnson. Artie. Yeah, there you go. Angel Pie got it. Yep. Tracy S. Thanks for the super chat, though. Thank you. Nicole King, what's up? Dallas, Texas checking in. Bill Gates has breasts and so does his man lover. Right? Must try to get Dr. Judy Mikovits on your show with Fauci. Yeah, I've been asked to, but I'm not doing it. I don't like I'm not doing anything like that. The other channels can do it. I'll tell you who I did score, though. Huh? Who? I got David Rodriguez, the boxer. Right? Why, like, if you watch, like, the old, like, Irish fights, they all did that. Like, what the hell is that gonna do? Yeah, the boxer's coming on. Rodriguez. So that's gonna be pretty cool. I got some others for you too coming. No, I mean, I was a little nervous. I was asked to get her and I didn't do it. And whoever will do it, they're gonna have a big show. But I just don't want to mess around talking with the V word. I don't want to talk about it. It's too sketchy. I don't want to work so hard and then lose everything because of YouTube police. Just didn't happen. I'm not doing it. You know, I feel sorry for the lady. I know her story. It sucks. It sucks bad. But yeah. Bob Grayton says, not confirmed, but Kim Jong-un dead in North Korea as U.S. warships crosses Taiwan Strait second time. I think it's optics. They may have killed him. I don't know. I have no idea. Bill Gates is everywhere. Right? Old school intimidation? What do you mean by that? Whoa, Bill Hanna. Bodlovic. Bill Hanna. Thank you so much. Checking in from Switzerland. That's amazing. That's good to have you here. No soft questions for, and quote, the boxer. No, I know what you mean by that. We have one that can see. Yes. I know what you mean by that, dude. I know what you mean. They have been dimming the sun for years. We're going to talk about that. I got some other crazy stuff to go over too as well that we'll check out. Guys, if you're new to the channel, welcome, first and foremost. Secondly, please subscribe. Please go ahead and hit that notification bell so when I post to the channel, you'll know. Like, you'll get the alert and everything, so that's cool. And guys, you know the deal. If you're in the chat right now, please smash, uppercut, karate chop, whatever you want to do. That is not a it's not racist, because I know China's in the news now when I say karate. I don't know, people might take that they might take that the wrong way. So so yeah, just definitely hit the like button if you haven't already. And you can donate to the channel. I greatly would appreciate it. I've been hitting home runs for you guys. You know it. You've been seeing the videos. The podcast is back. I haven't been doing the pressers, but you know, a lot of people were like, "I'm ready for the podcast." I came out swinging. For the fences, and I felt like I'm giving you really good information. So if you want to donate, you most certainly can go into the super chat down below. You can go to my PayPal, and you can sign up for Patreon too. And if you want to go to TRUreporting.us and put that in your favorites, I would really appreciate that, guys. We worked hard on that website, and you know, it's just showing love, right? That's what we do. We show love on this channel. We hashtag pack the chat. We hashtag practice positivity. This is what we do. This is all we do, and we're in it together, right? We're in it together. You know. That's what we're going to do. So let's go ahead and let's jump into a little bit of news. Why don't we, right? So what do you think about, like, a lot of what POTUS has been saying, especially today? If you watched the podcast today, I talked a lot about light, and you could think of it as being medical. You could think of it as being spiritually. But I tend to think that he is on both sides of the spectrum. I think in all seriousness, we're in a spiritual battle. We're in a holy war right now. I mean, you can see it. I mean, just look at what the Pope has been tweeting out. It's just confession after confession. They're just, you know, they're showing us what they are through text, or through tweets rather, because it's free will. They have to show us. They have to put it out there. And Joyce Taylor, you're welcome. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. You know, and Atomic 419, thank you. He says, Thomas, even base hits are good enough, but you're bringing in the run, son. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, Atomic. Very nice. Yes, we do other things. Hello? I don't know what that means. What is above your head? It looks a lot like a cartoon thought balloon. That right there is a balloon, a recovery parachute equipment gondola, whatever that is. We'll get into this in a second. But yeah, it's, you know, a lot of what the president has been talking, light at the end of the tunnel. We all know about light. He's talking about light can heal now, just putting UV rays on the body, all sorts of stuff. And how fitting is it that in 2019, I consider August late 2019, we could see here that could dimming the sun save the earth? There's a reason that they do this, right? It's just like what the Pope tweeted out there, how they move in the shadow, how evil runs in the shadows and in the darkness, and that light shining onto the darkness exposes it, right? This is what it is, that we come so accustomed to the darkness that we forget about the light. And that's what's been happening to our planet. That's what's happened to our realm, is it's just been encompassed by darkness and evil, depression, anxiety, sorrow, a lot of wars, poisoning from the chemtrails, the fluoride in the water, so on and so forth. It's been a really dark place. New Q 59, thank you, New Q. I appreciate it. She says Trump's not taking questions today was a big middle finger to the media. He's done with them. You know, the fact that they're besmirching what he said and twisting what he says, that he wants people to inject bleach. You know, it's over. It's over. Now it's becoming absurd and becoming dangerous. And people will prove a point to be like, see, the president told me to do this, and now they're brain dead, right? You know, it is what it is. But yeah, Andrew Hill, wasn't there a Simpsons episode where they tried to block out the sun? Yeah, Mr. Burns tried to do it. It's a great episode. But yeah, I think that the UV rays and all this sorts of, you know, things like that, the physical sun onto our bodies, you know, and then you could think of hydroxychloroquine, where the company that is mass producing it, 2.9 million pills, I believe, they are called, their logo is the 3D version of the sun. And it's the same thing as when you saw the podcast. If you saw the podcast, you would know what I'm talking about. But remember when Q put out the 432 hertz video and it had the emblem spinning the 3D thing? And that represents, you know, frequency. It's a 432 hertz. It's a frequency to heal you. It really does work. I listen to it every night. And then you have, I believe it's called Sun. The company is called Sun. And, you know, it's just back to light and sound. And I believe that really helps us, guys. Light therapy. Yeah, there you go, Mikey D. Exactly. And, you know, I think the president is teetering on both sides of that. So why would they want to dim out the sun? Something that gives us, you know, light and, you know, and it builds us up. Like, we need that vitamin, right? I don't know. I think it's vitamin B. Let me know. Is it D or V? D or B? Bill Gates wants to spray millions of tons of dust into the stratosphere to stop global warming, but critics fear it could trigger a calamity. This guy is, I don't know what he is, probably a reptilian or something, but it's sick. I say let those idiots take themselves out, True Reporting. Inject the bleach. Those who have brain cells survive because we know no one ever said that. Right. Exactly. For sure. So why would he want to do this? Look at this. This is what he wants to do. This dude wants to get a boat, swing it up here. Let me move my head out of the way. Look at this. Look at this graphic. Isn't this insane? He wants to build a balloon, a giant balloon, and go up here and spray aerosol dust into the sky to block out the sun, right? Why would he want to do that? The plan sounds like a science fiction, but could be fact within a decade. Every day, more than 800 giant aircrafts would lift millions of tons of chalk and dust to a height of 12 miles above the Earth's surface and then sprinkle the lot high around the stratosphere. Why even think of this? In theory, the airborne dust would create a gigantic sunshade, reflecting some of the sun's rays and heat back into space, dimming those that get through, and so protecting Earth from the worsening ravages of climate warming. I mean, that's not even real, so what's the real purpose there, BG? This is not a crackpot plan of a garden shed inventor. This project is being funded by billionaire Microsoft founder Bill Gates. He builds computers. What is he doing? Why are you building this stuff? Huh? And pioneered by scientists at Harvard University. We already know about Harvard now. Do you see like how far we've come? Like when I think of these Ivy League schools, I think what? Slush funds. I think that they're pushing out liberal biased people. This is what they're just, it's just a revolving door of really, really brainwashed people. They're just cattle. That's all that they're there for, right? And who knows what they're teaching anyways. It continues on. This initial $3 million test, known as the Stratospheric Controlled Perturbation Experiment, would use a high-altitude scientific balloon pictured to raise around 2 kilograms of calcium carbonate dust, the size of a bag of flour, into the atmosphere 12 miles above the desert of New Mexico. It's very, very strange. Ozdog, what's up, Bubba? Thomas, you are our dark to light therapy. Where we go, when we go. Oh, thank you, my friend. Fellow Aussie, what's up, man? What's up? Thank you. I appreciate that. You are our dark to light therapy. That's so kind of you. I appreciate that, Ozdog. Thank you. Dragon Energy 45 says, if you go listen to them, you will see they're doing a fundraiser for WHO. Oh, you're talking about the crackpot, huh? Right? You're talking about these idiots, these stars that we're supposed to worship because they know everything. They don't. They don't. So, you know, this guy's up to no good for sure. The initial $3 million test, known as the Stratospheric Control, blah, 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 blah. This would seed a tube-shaped area of sky, half a mile long and 100 yards in diameter. You know, why, when I look up to the sky and it's completely blue, like as of right now, no one's really flying, barely anyone's flying. And then we see the sky is so blue. It's so beautiful outside. This is a time for like rejuvenation of our planet. You know, this is what it is. It's a beautiful time to just look up at the sky and really take in, to lay out. I lay out as much as I can. I love doing it. I love being in the sun. And, you know, there's not much else you can do, right? Mel C, what's up, Mel? Thank you so much, sweetie, for the super chat. She said, did you hear about the patent for the subcutaneous chloride dioxide injections directly into compromised cells? Used as a treatment for cancer. Amazing success after a few doses. Remission. I have heard about that. I don't want to go into detail about it, but it's pretty incredible. And I'm telling you that this stuff, whatever this is a little sneak, a little peek behind the veil at what they really do have and what really is coming down the slide to us, right down the path to help eradicate these manufactured diseases. And that's what they are. You know, we could cure this stuff like this, baby, but we don't. Because why? Because big pharma profits off of our suffering. That's what they do. Mel C, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that. Great number too, by the way. Thank you so much. And coming at us from SB Way. What's up, SB? Thomas, thank you for the hard work, bro. Hey, SB, all day, baby. All day. Thank you for the super chat and your support. I genuinely mean that, all right? I genuinely mean it. It never goes unnoticed. Never does, man. And I notice the people who show the love. I know it. I remember names. All day. So, yeah, you know, keeping the sun away from us means to me that there's something really, you know, something's very positive about us being out in that, right? Why would they want to keep it from us? Remember, they harvest us, right? They want to keep us sick and dying so that they can profit off of our health. It's a really sick and twisted game. The president knows it. He's exposing it day by day. You know, it's a very slow drip, but I feel like it's going faster than not. You know, that's what I feel. But it is what it is, guys. And I believe that the president's going to continue chipping away all day. however, on hold amid fears that it could trigger a disastrous series of chain reactions, creating climate havoc in the form of serious droughts and hurricanes and bring death to millions of people around the world. That's probably why he wants to do it. In all honesty, if he can't do it with the stick in the arm, if he can't get us with that, why not just pump some stuff into the sky and then cause hurricanes and droughts and death to millions of people? Why not just do it that way, right? Right? Des Therian, thank you so much. She says, a day without True is like a day without sunshine. Des, that's so sweet of you. Thank you. Very sweet of you. Thank you. Sir Schmugly, this is exactly what I thought as well. Shining the light inside the body. Future technology teaser? Absolutely. You could take it both ways. But, we'll see. Guys, let's get a little bit exoteric, shall we? You want to talk about stuff like this, like the galactic stuff? I love talking about this. Some of you get triggered off of it, but I like it. And a lot of people do like it. P.S. If you haven't hit the like button, speaking of likes, please do it right now. I would greatly appreciate it. I would really appreciate it. Stack XX, no sun, no food. 100%. 100%. All right. So if you're into this stuff, I think you'll like it. I find this to be written in 2012. So if you're awake and you are wondering what's to come of the future and who really is working with the president, so on and so forth. Yes, God is working with the president. He has his hand of comfort on him, right? He gives him the tools, and then the president turns it into wisdom, right? And vice versa. So, I also believe that there are other things out there helping us. So check this out. There's a reason for Space Force, by the way. So this is written on April 4th, 2012. And if you remember, a lot of stuff really did happen in 2012 that was behind the scenes. A lot of this stuff started to be written in 2012. Well, what was so significant about 2012? Well, that was actually supposed to be the end of the world. The Mayans predicted that in 2012, the world would end. And then a lot of stuff started coming out about this that I'm about to get into. And I hope you enjoy it. I've shared it with a couple people and they really did. So let's go ahead and get into it. So this first part is called the Galactic Codex, all right? So planet Earth is the last planet in the universe under the occupation of the dark forces. Just listen to how this translates into what we're learning now, like through Q and through what we've researched, right? So this is 8 years ago. Planet Earth is the last planet in the universe under the occupation of the dark forces, the last relic of galactic wars that raged throughout the galaxy for millions of years. As the galaxy was being liberated from the grip of the dark forces, the forces of light have been evolving from a military force, created in the urgent need to defend basic liberties of sentient beings towards a harmonious galactic and cosmic society. As beings within the Galactic Confederation have evolved spiritually and made their alignment and union with the Ascended Masters, they have discovered an inner codex that regulates all interrelationships between the beings of light and their relation toward the dark forces in occupied planets. This codex is called the Galactic Codex and represents the legal basis for all actions of the Confederation in this and other galaxies. This codex is not a rigid set of external laws, but a systemized code of inner ethics of all souls of light that all beings of light accept with their free will because it reflects the inner truth. Again, this codex is not a rigid set of external laws, manufactured laws, but a systemized code of inner ethics in us by God, free will, of all souls of light that all beings of light accept with their free will because it reflects their inner truth. So all souls that come to Earth have to abide by this, even the ones of the dark. The ones of the dark have to abide by it, right? That's why they put their symbolism out there, because they have to give us a chance for us to understand what they're doing. You can't pin somebody down because it's against the laws of the universe. They're laws of the universe, believe it or not. You can't leave someone in the dark forever without ever giving them a chance. They have to have free will to be able to either go with the dark side or go against it, and vice versa. So we have another super chat real quick. A little too spicy. Thank you so much. I miss your commentary on the pressers. Yeah, I know, but they didn't even do questions today, so I mean, it would have been a waste. It would have been a waste, right? We'll get back to it. If something major happens, of course I'll go back to doing it. So continuing further, we will now state the Galactic Codex in a form that is understandable to an averaged awakened being in human society. Remember, these people are like 4D, 5D, okay? You don't think there are people that have higher IQs that have like ascended thoughts? Of course they do. Think of monks. Monks are pretty much ascended. They live off like a spoonful of rice and a splash of water a day, and all they do is meditate. You think they're just doing it just to do it? No, absolutely not. So for the averaged awakened being in human society, this is what I think we are. We're the average awakened human beings in society. Number 1, the law of divine grace. Each sentient being, us, has an unalienable and unconditional right to positive life experience. We all do. We have to have it. To explain, section 1, we need to understand that suffering, I love this, that suffering and pain have no value in enlightened galactic society, liberated from the influence of dark forces and other aspects of cosmic anomaly. So what does that mean? That means that when we were brought to Earth, that none of us, absolutely none of us, are allowed to go through as much suffering and as pain as that we have. There's no value in it in the enlightened galactic society. There should be none of that. But they have forced it onto us because they've basically put us in submission for a very, very long time. We're plebs. We're slaves. This is what they do. And now we have POTUS and the military, light workers coming in here, and they're liberating us from the darkness, from the evil, thus with what? Technologies, cures, so on and so forth. This is what this is. Check it out. So, where were we at? To value pain, suffering, and sacrifice as a part of growth experience was part of the programming from the dark forces in order to enslave the population of the occupied planets more easily. Makes sense, right? Unconditional positive life experience of every sentient being in the liberated universe is guaranteed from the interconnection of every living being with the source, God, and strengthened by the power of ascended masters over matter, which allows them to assist all living beings in their aspirations towards the source, God, and provide them with necessities of life. You can think of like 5D beings as being like your, maybe spirit guides, stuff like that. I really believe in that kind of stuff. Spirit guides, angels. Angels are, they're all around us, and they're leading us in the direction that we all need to go in. They're helping us. They're guiding us. Life never meant to be hard work and struggle, but rather a journey of joy and creativity. Absolutely. When am I most happy is when I'm creating. I think that's when you're the most happy too. Not sitting in a cubicle doing Excel sheets, not, digging ditches, right? Just like for me, what was I getting filling the beer shelves, working for Budweiser, driving a truck? I'm just working to work. We don't, it's just pointless. We're supposed to be here for the joy of life, being with our families, enjoying life, and creating. This is what we're supposed to be here for. Different subsections of the Section 1 regulate all life in a liberated universe and all relationships between beings of light so that conflicts never need to occur. Let us explain subsections. So what we've talked about, right? So what we've talked about is bringing love back to Earth, because it was almost eradicated. It was almost taken out. We were so bogged down by it. But if you have, I really feel like we're bringing heaven back to Earth. I think that's what we're doing right now. It may not be, it's not, I feel like it's not noticeable at this point to a lot of people, but I feel that that's what's happening right now. We're bringing light back onto Earth, love. So section 1 of 1, it says each sentient being has an unalienable and unconditional right to physical and spiritual abundance. Absolutely. Makes sense. This subsection guarantees a positive life experience for every being in the liberated universe. The Ascended Masters provide for all necessities of living and for physical and spiritual richness and beauty using the power they have over redeemed matter of the liberated universe. Section 1.2. Each sentient being has an unalienable and unconditional right to ascension. This subsection explains how the Ascended Masters use their advanced understanding of spiritual technology of ascension, and by utilizing the electric fire of redemption, assist all beings that free willing choose ascension. So if you think like, I know a lot of people are like, this is new age, this is blah, 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 blah. I don't care. I really believe that that's what we're doing. What happens when you rise in IQ? What happens when you start noticing shills and you're like, oh, that person's under MK Ultra, and this, don't you understand that that's a form of ascension? That's a form of your mind, body, and soul ascending into a higher frequency. Remember, frequency, light, all that kind of stuff. Q's talking about it, right? That's what he's talking about. I already know that's what he's talking about. And you could say, Thomas, why don't you go, I don't know, why don't you go outside and kick your hacky sack? You hippie. But, that's not me. I go to, church and everything like that. But I also have to look at all sides of the spectrum with this kind of stuff. And I believe that this is what's happening. It says here, each sentient being has an unalienable and unconditional right to merge with other beings in proportion with his or her position in the soul family mandala. It says the subsection is an instrument of regulation and of all relationships inside a soul family. I believe that we all come here and we're all meant to, that you choose your family, actually. It guarantees the merging of beings of opposite polarity, twin souls, or soulmates, and alignment of all other beings regardless of their state of development and outer conditions. Do you believe in soulmates? I think you should. Each sentient being has an unalienable and unconditional right to all information. Well, that should ring true to a lot of you. Why do they keep all the information from us? Why are they hidden so much from us, right? We all want full disclosure. I guarantee you this is a huge portion of it. If you don't think so, then I don't know. I think you still have your head in the sand. You do realize that they've kept literally everything from us, and that's why we're so low, right? That's why we're all bogged down so low. The subsection is a guarantee that all beings receive all pieces of information they need to understand their role in the universe, right? Gaia Love 17, thank you so much for the super chat. She says, scientists at Cedars-Sinai have developed the Heal Light injectable disinfectant. That's what Trump was referring to. New therapies being discovered. Love and light to you, Thomas. Where we go one, we go all. Thank you, Gaia Love. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the super chat. Very sweet. Very sweet. Here we go. And I agree, Kay Madison. We have to acknowledge the BS going on to rise above it. That's what we have to do. This is what we're here for. If you want to stay with your head in the sand and just say, well, this is what I'm sticking to, and you have blinders on, then you'll stay with blinders on. That's what that's the conditioning you've, surmised to. Whatever. So it says here, the subsection is a guarantee that all beings receive all pieces of information they need to understand their role in the universe, greater perspective of evolution, and all other pieces they need for their decisions, growth, and well-being, right? Do you think we're blocked? Do you think we've been somewhat blocked from God? We're never blocked from God. That was a trick question. We're never blocked from God, but we are, our pineal glands have a lot, they're glazed over, they're plaqued over. There's a lot of, it's calcified, right? And I really believe that the pineal gland really does reflect, if it's calcified, then we're not allowed to necessarily connect with our Savior as good as we could. You know what I'm saying? I believe that there's some sort of buffer that they've known how to do. They know what this is. That's why they eat them, right? Why do they eat them? You're like, oh, this is a bunch of hocus pocus. Just keep digging. You'll get there. I promise. John Howe, what's up, John? He says, did you hear that there is an indictment sitting on the Resolute desk in the Oval Office for Fauci? Article 2, Section 4, treason among other charges. I have heard that, but I'm going to need to see it, baby. I got to see it. Thank you, John, for the super chat. Big donator all the time. Thanks, dude. Thank you so much. Let's go. Mel C again. Wow, Mel. Come on. Thank you so much for the super chat. She says, because of this new age, blah, blah, blah. I don't care comment. I love it. Ascension is real. There you go. There you go. I'm sweaty. Thank you, Mel. Very sweet of you. Thank you. Let's keep going. Let's go. So no, I don't do drugs. I would never do DMT or anything like that. I just know what I believe. It's just what I believe. So let's keep going. Let's keep going. So each sentient being has an unalienable and unconditional right to all information, right? Absolutely. Absolutely. Section 1.5, each sentient being has an unalienable and unconditional right to freedom. Freedom. Doesn't this all make sense to you? This subsection provides that every being has an unlimited potential of growth in life experience, right? Since all beings in the liberated universe create only positivism, right? This is that's the only reason. That's why I say practice positivity. Their freedom never opposes the freedom of other beings. Never, 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 never. The law of dividing the conflicting parties. Each sentient being, which is us, has an unalienable and unconditional right to be divided and protected from the negative actions of other sentient beings. This section regulates the conditions in those sections of the universe that have just been liberated from the influence of the dark forces, but that have not been accepted into the Confederation. It requires that the forces of light always divide the parties in conflict to protect them from producing mutual harm to each other, right? Then the light forces mediate the conflict until it is resolved. This section is often used to end wars and other armed conflicts. Why is there Space Force? You can ask yourself, why do we have Space Force? You can say, well, it's to shoot down satellites and so on and so forth. I don't think so. This is something I think this is something way bigger than we can ever imagine. I mean, I can imagine it. I hope you can too, but a lot of people don't, a lot of people just can't get there just yet, but that's okay. I'm sure you will get there. You're on the journey to get there. You're here. So Cammy, thank you so much. Nasera Jacera, it is coming. It is definitely coming. We'll continue moving forward. Section 3, the law of balance, right? The law of balance. So the last thing regulates conditions in those sections of the universe that have been liberated. So it requires that the forces of light always divide the parties in conflict to protect them from producing mutual harm to each other. So again, there obviously is something here, whether we can see it or not, that's preventing us from actually all being taken out. We're here for a reason. We're here because we have a mission. We have a mission to push this information out, to spread, to rise the collective consciousness all together. And that's our mission. And for us to be, smashed down, for us to be held down without being able to do our part is not how the universe works. It doesn't work like that. It's not supposed to work like that. This negativity is not supposed to be this in control. It's supposed to have duality. Duality is real. One side wins for a little bit, then the other side wins for a little bit. But I believe that we've been under this oppression and suppression and evil for thousands and thousands of years, and we're lucky enough through our lifespan of 75 years, a blip of a moment, to actually be here to try and liberate the rest of us all to wake up as one, right? The law of balance. Each sentient being that has chosen to live and act against the principles of the Galactic Codex. I know people don't like that word galactic. It freaks them out. It just freaks them out. So I don't know. Don't be a sissy. And refuses to or is not able to. Okay? So a sentient being that has chosen to live and act against the principles of the Galactic Codex and refuses to or is not able to accept them now and balance the consequences of the past actions will be taken to the Central Sun. restructured into the basic element essence and begin a new cycle of evolution afresh. So, if you believe in reincarnation, incarnation, I believe in incarnation. So, if you believe in this, imagine, I think what I believe, in my personal opinion, you may not, is that when you die, your soul keeps coming back. It keeps coming back until it's learned. This is a learning process. Unfortunately, where our souls go through that learning process, Earth, this 3D realm, whatever this is, it has been tainted by evil, this is why everything around us, I don't believe that it's just this. It's not just this mechanical thing that we're just here and then we go into the dirt. I don't believe that. I believe that we're on a journey and we go and go and go until we get it right, until our soul is grown. It's reached a level where it can not be on this realm anymore, that we go to another realm. And I think we just continue to do that over and over again. And, you know, it comes to a time where I believe that this evilness on this realm has really done a lot of damage to us, okay? So the people that have really done this to us, when we come back and we recycle and we're born again, we go into a family, so on and so forth, and we grow again, we go through life experiences, whether they're good or bad, we're going to have both, right? Because there's good and evil. But those people, as in the thick-ankled dogface, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, these people that eat pineal glands and do spirit cooking, and like a Marina Abramovic, these people don't just go back to being a baby. They go back to being the lowest form of incarnation, which would be like a grain of sand or a rock or something awful, because they have destroyed their soul so bad enough that in all actuality, it's almost as if it's a punishment, because whatever God, our source is not going, should never allow this. So in a way, it's punishment. It's, you go back to a very simplistic evolution. Your cycle of evolution is just, you're just garbage forever. And you could be like that for thousands and thousands of years until you come back and you grow and grow and grow. You know, that's what I believe. And you know, that's what's going on. Do you think that Hillary Clinton dies and then she comes right back and then she's into a family with a white picket fence coming back as a baby? No. You know how many horrible things she's done? It's really, really bad. It's really, really bad. We had a couple super chats. Elizabeth Miller, thank you. I appreciate it. I don't have much, but I love you all. Where we go, when we go, in light. Absolutely, Elizabeth Miller. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Very, very, very sweet of you. Thank you. And Lisa Pack, always coming at us. Thank you, Lisa. Very sweet of you. Thank you. Let's go. So I hope I'm making sense to you. I hope I'm not sounding too whatever, new age, and then everyone starts getting their panties in a wad. Whatever, you know, I'm trying to just read you something that's interesting. I'm not trying to force anything down your throat, okay? It's something different. Can we all agree on that? I hope we can. I hope we can all be adults here and just listen. It's very interesting. So let's go. So again, yes, the evilness, the pure evil, the hatred, all of that has murdered children, has literally just enslaved human beings, will be restructured into the basic element essence and begin a new cycle of evolution afresh, right? The lowest form. This section regulates the relations between the forces of light and the forces of darkness. You have to believe in good and evil, right? If you believe in God, or you believe in angels, you got to believe in devils. I mean, that's just what this is, or demons rather. When defeated, beings that belong to the forces of darkness are given the opportunity to accept the galactic codex, free will, right? Do the best they can to correct the mistake that they have made and to live positively afterwards. If they accept, they are forgiven and join the Confederation of Light. If they are unable to or unwilling to accept, which on that extreme, I would see that they were just too overcome by evil, that they would never accept this, right? Unable to unwillingly accept, they are taken to the central sun. Their personalities and soul essences are restructured with the electric fire, and their divine sparks begin a new cycle of evolution. This is crazy. This is amazing, right? And I believe God has the power to do this stuff. The law of intervention. The Galactic Confederation has an unalienable and unconditional right to the intervention in all situations where the Galactic Codex is violated, right? The rule of life, the rule of the universe has been violated, regardless of the local laws being here on Earth. This section describes the policy of the light forces regarding occupied planets. Occupied planets, multiple. You think we're the only one? Are you really that, narcissistic that you think that it's just us here? No. I think we're elsewhere too. The Galactic Confederation has an unalienable and unconditional right to the intervention in all situations where the Galactic Codex is violated, regardless of the local laws. This section describes the policy of the light forces regarding occupied planets. The Confederation reserves the right to intervene in all areas, civilizations, planets, or solar systems where the Galactic Codex is violated. It has the right to do so regardless of the position of the local civilizations about its intervention. It always has the right to use all peaceful means of education and regulation. If the critical mass of the Galactic Codex principles is violated, it has the right to use what? Military force. Space force? Right? What if we're trying to connect with something that's out there? That's waiting for us. Maybe it's too dangerous for them to get here. Maybe POTUS are them. What if the military is them? Right? It's a possibility. You want to live with blinders on for the rest of your life? What if that's what it is? This is a spiritual battle. This is everything that's out there. It's something to think about, right? What if the military, what if there is like a galactic, like a galactic military that's here right now, and now they created Space Force for us, right? It's pretty interesting. Check this out. It always has the right to use a peaceful means of education and regulation. If the critical mass of the Galactic Codex principle is violated, it has the right to use military force. Special cases are planets under direct occupation of the dark forces. Us. Remember, this is written in 2012. The dark forces usually take the local population hostage to hinder the progress of the forces of light. What has happened to us? We have been hindered from what? Technologies, cures, evolving, all of this stuff. We have been held down. Doesn't that make sense to you? Man, this clicks with me, baby, all day. The dark forces usually take the local populations hostage to hinder the progress of the forces of light. On Earth, they have threatened with nuclear war if the light forces would intervene. This is the main reason why the light forces have not liberated this planet. Remember, this is in 2012. You have an amazing amount of evil. You had George Bush Sr., George Bush Jr., you had all of them that lineup, Bill Clinton, Barack Obama, the Georgia peanut farmer. I can't think of his name right now. But you have these people, right? And they were in control. And then all of a sudden, we win this election out of the blue. We just win. HRC was supposed to win. Remember, they thought she would never lose. So if you think about that, listen, you know what their plan was? They were going to get us into nuclear war. They were going to enslave us probably underground. And then they were going to nuke all this, kill everything, live underground. God only knows what's going on down there. We already know that there's a lot of tunnels, sophisticated tunnels. We're learning that already, right? So if you think about it, they were going to kill all of us. That's what would have happened. You don't think if Hillary Clinton would have been in there, we would have been under suppression of a nuclear war from North Korea, from China, from Russia? This would have happened. It would have gone down. They would have pushed it to the point where this would have happened, and a lot of people, billions of people would have died. Depopulation, right? So it's there. That's what would have happened, right? Nuclear war. That's what they were talking about. So special cases are planets under direct occupation of the dark forces. We were. The dark forces usually take the local population hostage under the progress of the forces of light. On Earth, they have threatened with nuclear war if the light forces would intervene. So that's the reason that we have not gotten help yet until now, because they would have nuked, they would have killed all of us, depopulated us, right? Enslaved us underground. That's what they would have done. This is the main reason why the light forces have not yet liberated this planet. And not the so-called we will not intervene because we respect free will. It's we will just watch as the suffering goes on nonsense. None of that. As any of the hostage situations, this requires a lot of skillful negotiation and tactical approach. What does that make you think of? Military, right? This makes me think of the military. A tactical approach. What is Q? A tactical approach to awaken the American, awaken the people worldwide. That's what it is. Check this out from Deborah Watson. Thank you so much for the super chat. Kristen W on YouTube has a woman reading the arrest of Fauci, reads the counts April 23, 2020. I don't know how she got that, but the woman who's reading that's probably not going to last too much longer. Very crazy, guys. If you can send that to me, that would be insane. Let's keep going. Mike's email thinks he knows everything. Let's go. This is the main reason why the light forces have not yet liberated this planet, and not the so-called blah, blah, blah. I already read that. As in any hostage situation, this requires a lot of skillful negotiation and tactical approach. This situation is now being resolved on planet Earth and will be liberated soon. 8 years later. Perfection takes time. Section 5, it says here, each sentient being has an unalienable and unconditional right of calling upon the Galactic Confederation, which it looks like we've done, in need, and the Galactic Federation has the right to assist regardless of local laws. So I wonder if it's like, what if the military here called upon these people, this Galactic Federation to come down here and help us out, right? Could be. TRS metal, thank you, SB Way, thank you. Says TRS metal detox decalcifies the pineal gland, helps eliminate aluminum in our bodies, which helps reverse dementia and other issues related to metal toxicity. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. There's something to our pineal glands. We're not just this thing, this meat suit. Our souls are very, very beautiful, and there's a lot there. All right, there's a lot with this. And I'm not saying it's aliens. I'm just saying, just listen, right? This is what we're here for. Right, Thomas Roberts. That's a weird name. Incarnation is what Thomas said, people, not reincarnation. You gotta listen, right? SB Way. Yeah, I think you're right. Actually, I know you're right. There's a lot of stuff here, right? James Gilbert. Rot. You guys are getting so triggered. I don't think most of you are. I think you guys are good. I just don't know if you guys want to hear it. I like it. Jay Chicago, what's up, Jay? Bro, God, YouTube legit is hiding your live streams. They just shut down Edge of Wonder live streams after Rob said the number after 4 and the letter after F. 5. Yeah, I don't say that. I don't say it. Right? I don't say it. I know what to say. I don't say keywords on this channel, Bubba. I don't say it. Let's go. So, let's go. Let's keep going. Where were we? The subsection gives a legal basis for intervention and assistance. Right. Maybe we've called on. Maybe our military forces have called on them. The forces of light always do the best they can to assist and improve the living conditions of all sentient beings, even on Earth. The situation on planet Earth just indicates how much more power darkness had over light on this planet. Fortunately, this is changing now, and it has. The Galactic Confederation has an unalienable and unconditional right to the implementation of the Galactic Codex and of conquering the areas of Galactic Codex violations with military force if necessary. This subsection gives a legal basis for the liberation of the occupied planets with military force. What's going on right now? Military force, right? The military forces of the Confederation remove or give assistance to the removal of representatives of the dark forces and set the hostages free. What are we doing now? Power back to the people? That sounds like freedom, right? That sounds like freedom. It really does. So, this is much bigger than I think any of us know. This is, I don't know. This is much bigger than we all know. I mean, what if that's the 99% that would put everyone in the hospital, right? You think it's just pedo stuff? No. Don't be naive. It's a lot worse. It's a lot bigger than that. It's way big. And we may never know. We may never know. But all of this really does make sense to me. So let's keep going. Let's keep going. This, it says here, then other Confederation forces guide the process of acceptance of the planet into the Confederation by instructing the local population. That's what's happening now. Perhaps some humans feel the Confederation has no right to intervene, and that humanity has the right to solve its problems by itself. This is simply not true. Many wars all over the planet and constant abuse of basic human rights. Doesn't that sound familiar? Constant abuse of basic human rights. It's what's been happening. We are enslaved. Have proven that humanity is not capable of handling its own situation. We're not. We're absolutely not. We're scared to. We're scared to. We're so in such a hypnotic state that we're so afraid to fight back. So it's much better that it receives wise guardians to guide it, right? We're doing this in such a methodical way. It's beautiful, right? That this slow awakening of everyone is quicker than I imagined, in all honesty. But nevertheless, it's definitely happening. It's a gradual effect. And in the end, I think this planet is going to be it's going to be very beautiful. I really believe that. So it's much better that it receives wise guardians to guide it. The Confederation will give assistance in replacing current masters of the puppets, dark forces, that humanity has invited long ago into Atlantis. You believe in Atlantis, don't you? Then the Galactic Codex will finally become the universal code of ethics through the universe, and darkness will be no more. I mean, that just makes so much sense to me. The Confederation will give assistance in replacing current masters of the puppets, Rothschilds, Rockefellers, all these people that hold us down, Paysours. They're not humans. That humanity has invited long ago in Atlantis. Then the Galactic Codex will finally become the universal code of ethics throughout the universe, and darkness will be no more until it returns. Because why? Because of duality. Bo Hayes. I'm loving this, Thomas. Gratitude. Hey, Bo. Thanks, my friend. I appreciate that. I appreciate your open-mindedness. I really mean that. I really do. Bryce Eichelman. Thank you so much. Bryce says, I watch you often and appreciate having a positive message at the end of my day. Thank you, brother. Hey, Bryce, what we're reading here is positive. You know, there's no difference. It's a little off topic, but hey, it's the live stream, right? It's the live stream. You should just be chilling, listening, maybe learning something. Maybe you learn something new. Maybe you unsubscribe. I don't know. I like reading this stuff. I guess I hope you guys somewhat appreciate it. I don't know. But just don't put the blinders on is all. So that's the first one, guys. And I find this to be very interesting. We could take some calls before, we go into part 2. I want to do part 2. And the part 2 is which groups are out there. Negative groups, positive groups, other stuff like that. So I'll open up the phone lines if you guys want to call in and bash me. But I don't know what you guys want to do. But you just let me know. There you go. If you want to call in and talk about what we just went through, it's pretty deep. I'll be waiting on you right here. And I hope you like it. I hope you enjoy that. And I'm going to do 2 more sections. All right? I'm going to do 2 more sections. P.S. I got my candle chilling, son. What's this one called? Timber, son. And yes, I'm a God-fearing man. I go to church. I'm a Christian. But I like to expand my thinking. And a lot of this, Makes me think of that. Natty O, I will. I am going to keep going. I'm going to get some phone calls. Shannon, you don't have to do that. None of y'all have. Mel, you don't have to do it either. Thank you, Shan. She says, thank you for you. This topic is opening minds and having an impact. You do you, bro. It's helpful. Shan, thank you. I'm having a good time reading this. I'm calm. I'm just having a good time. We have one that can see. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. The QAnon are on the microscope. Yeah, you just can't say key words. They see all. Yeah. You know? I mean, I knew I was going to catch flack. It is what it is. I don't care. I'm not pushing anything on nobody. I'm just reading. And I know some of y'all are going to be like, he's changed. He's different. I'm not. I just like to, I like to read certain stuff. You want to hear the same shit? Is that what you want to hear? Why can't we just go everywhere, right? That's what we do. That's what I like to do. B Spain, what's up, B? Love to give to this channel. Also, I know my sis is watching. Gretch, you sold me $20. Use Venmo and to send sis. B, thank you so much. Gretch, send her the money. She needs the money. Michael St. Jude, absolutely. Hey, we got a couple participants up in here, huh? Let's go. 7717, what's up?
What's up, Thomas? It's Ray from PA.
What's up, Ray? How are you?
I'm getting aggravated with this fucking bullshit. I really got this governor of Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Goddamn fucking soldering iron up his assholes. I can't stand this Mike Wolf motherfucker. And then you got Mayor Kinney, this fat face, sugar tax, embezzling money piece of shit. How the fuck is this guy still mayor? I don't get it.
I don't know, man, because he's corrupt and he gets voted in. Huh?
Yeah, he gets voted in. This shit's fucking thick because Soros owns all the goddamn voting machines that are built in China. The testicle face motherfucker. I wish my boss. I told my boss because he was a 25-year Marine Corps vet. I said if they offered you $2 million to taste that testicle face piece of shit out, you wouldn't do it. He was like, oh, $2 million. Yeah, I'll pretty much shoot her right in the scrotum face for that kind of money.
Ray, man. I love it, dude.
This 25-year Marine Corps vet, and he's pissed. Me and him been going back and forth texting and all. I'm like, dude, I'm about to slap the shit out of a politician. It might be time for me to go to jail. Get ready to bail me the fuck out. And we're in these neighborhoods that are in real bad ghettos.
Oh, yeah?
And the cops can't do nothing. The cops said, oh, if you catch them, beat them up. I'm like, somebody comes at me, I'm shooting somebody. I really don't give a fuck. I'll throw their body on the railroad track. Fuck these motherfuckers. This whole, I'm hoping he brings it down soon. And this Fauci piece of shit, there was a military doctor on Gary Frenchie's channel the other day, did a really good 50-minute video on how Fauci's tried to the deep state with Gates,
sure,
bricks and all this bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
I think more people need to pass that video around and watch it because a lot of people are starting to see it now.
Hey, they're exposing themselves. Ray, they're exposing themselves. You know what I'm saying? They'll do it. Huh? Say it again, Ray.
I'm hoping this is over soon. I'm hoping it's over soon because ain't nobody going to vaccinate me over my goddamn dead body. You'll find me in a pile of brass before that happens.
Yeah, dude, I'm right there with you, man. You're not forcing shit on me. There ain't no way.
I mean, who the fuck's Gates think he is? The Messiah?
Yes, unfortunately, yes.
Well, he needs to go with his man wife, and they need to go Peter pump each other in another planet somewhere and get the hell out of here.
Hey, I think that's all. I think that's underway, man. I think that's underway. If you look, I mean, if you really think about it. Hey, Ray, listen. If you really think about it, if you go and look at Bill Gates' Twitter, anytime he'll tweet something, dude, people wreck him, bro. Wreck him. They're aware of him. They're aware of him. They hate his guts.
Yeah, I've been seeing people going nuts for him.
Oh yeah, I mean he's exposed himself, bro.
I mean, this guy needs to be locked under a fucking jail. And some of the pictures I see with these kids in the tunnels.
I know. It's sick,
that
bro.
Don't set you off. You're not a human being if that don't bring it. I would like to beat the living piss shit just out of one of these sickos. They're little kids.
We need to get you in it. We need to get you in the ring with him.
Oh, put me and a lot of other patriots that would like to do some. They want to be evil and sadistic. Oh, I can come up. I watched a lot of horror movies in my youth. I can come up with some. I listen to Slayer. I can come up with some fucking devious shit.
Hell yeah, son. Okay, there you go. There you go, man. Hey, Ray, I'm right there with you, man. The chat loves you, dude. Unfortunately, I do have to get to another caller, and you come here and vent whenever you want to, because I'm right there with you, Bubba.
Not a problem. Like I said, shoot me an email anytime. If you want, you can call me on the phone, because I got to been a lot, because this shit's getting to me.
I know, man. You're in Pennsylvania, right?
Yeah, Pennsylvania. I used to live in Philadelphia, but I moved up to Bristol, the suburbs, in
There you
December.
go.
Thanks, 20.
There you go.
All right,
Well,
Thomas, I'll check in with you again.
all right, Ray. You be safe out there, all right, Bubba?
You too. Have a good night, buddy.
All right, you too. Bye-bye. Oh, Ray. Ray from PA, son. That's my boy. We had some super chats real quick. We have one that can see. He said, I meant you see all. Yes. Absolutely. I know how to bob and weave. Hopefully good enough that I can bob and weave. Excuse me, just had a lot of coffee. We had another super chat in here. Is that all the ones? Oh, here it was. Oh, no, we're good. All right, so we're caught up. Cool. All right, let's go. Let's bring in somebody else. 2242, what's up?
Hold on a second.
Gordy, baby, thank you.
Hello?
Are you there?
Yes.
What's up?
Is this Thomas?
Yeah. What's
Please
up?
don't talk.
Oh, no, it's okay. What's up?
I'm trying not to draw a blank on what I was going to say.
It's okay.
I used to be heavy into the New Age movement.
Mm-hmm.
It'll pave the way for my ex to control me through his connections with the dark forces, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
And it's dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
But you tonight showed me that I can actually still believe, because it still calls to me on occasion.
Mm-hmm.
But it shows me that I can still believe in it,
mm-hmm.
and not without having to practice it. I don't have to throw my whole body, heart, and soul into it.
Well,
I
I mean,
go to the casino without doing a tarot card reading, and I was right all the time, and
sure.
I was like scared of it. So I watched your show tonight, so I appreciated that.
Well, you be careful with that stuff. Everything in moderation. Again, I'm not saying that. I'm not forcing any belief on anybody. I would never do that, because people who do that are dummies. And I'm just reading you guys something that I find very interesting. I believe that a lot of stuff that's going on is not just on this created planet. I think there's other stuff out there, and I'm not just going to live like there's not, because I know intuitively that there is. I don't know what it is, but when I found this, when this was sent to me, I read it, 3 or 4 times, all 3 articles over and over and over again, just to be, sure of it before I wanted to read it to you guys. So that's just all this is. And I do believe in, I do believe in Christ. I do believe in, a ever loving being. I really do. And I believe that we are created from that. And I believe that there's other stuff out there that was created as well, that is far more sophisticated than us. We're just as sophisticated. Can I say we're just as sophisticated, but we've been so suppressed that we have not been able to reach that sophistication.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I agree 100%. I feel I've astral traveled before.
Mm-hmm.
Futuristic dreams, premonitions.
Sure.
It's been pretty wild.
Well, you practice it, but again, be safe with it.
So I'm red-pilled now, and now I'm trying to figure out what is New Age and what I'm allowed to do in my New Age abilities and my new Christian belief.
Mm-hmm. Well, again, things
angry with me.
things are given labels. Why are they given labels? Because they're there to either be pushed at us in a good way or in a bad way. But you have to interpret it any way that you yourself has to interpret it the way that you feel you should. That's the reason I'm not saying this is good or this is bad. I'm just giving you something that I'm reading for you to interpret for yourself. So that's why things have labels. That label, New Age. I bet some dummy out there made that. It's just a psyop word thrown out there, New Age. It is whatever. Who cares? It's just like Ascension. What do you think the Great Awakening is? That's what this is. It's the same thing. It's just a label. Just like Democrat and Republican, labels given to divide and conquer. It's what it is.
Yeah, well, the main thing is, though, that through New Age, I was able to create amazing things. And it made me think that, I don't need God. I'm better than that. I can create my own universe.
Uh-huh.
And that, I think, is what the point is behind the term New Age. So as long as you do that, but you do that with a grain of salt and say, with God's blessing.
Sure, I believe that your path has already been created prior to your birth. And it's up to you to make the decisions that are given to you. It's just like this. Whatever way that you want to take this in, that's what you do. And you go until your soul, until you rise up. But there's been a problem that we've been so suppressed that we haven't been able to do that. It makes complete sense. But I do have to get to some more calls, and I appreciate your input.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Take care. Thank you. All right. I mean, I hope that made sense. I hope that made sense to you. Because it made a lot of sense to me. All right. 0795. What's up? 0795. Welcome. Hey, please mute your stream. Are you there? Please mute your stream.
Yes, sorry.
Did you mute your stream? All right, you got to go. Oh, I can do that. I can just put him back in the waiting room. Are you there? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, you got to mute that stream. 7382, welcome to the show.
Hey, Thomas. My name's Giovanni.
Hey, what's up?
From California.
Hey, what's up, man? How are you?
Oh, as well. Fine, yourself?
Yeah, doing good, man. Doing good.
Great. Just wanted to let you on some little info from my part.
Okay.
I'm a butcher
Mhm.
over here, and wow, our loads of meat have been coming in very sporadic. Like, it's getting ridiculous now. We used to get to the point where we could order, but
Yeah.
now we can't. So
Oh, really?
they just send whatever. Yeah, and it's starting to get to the point where it's very scarce. Yep.
Are you a butcher like at your own place, or is it like?
No. I'm a butcher for Safeway. Yeah, I'm a butcher for Safeway.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
so-
they're kind of limiting that. I mean, bro, that's your governor, right?
No idea. I think it's mainly because they're pushing all of our storage units, all of our warehouses.
Mhm.
Anybody that has even a hinge of COVID. Oh, sorry, man. I know
It's
I
okay.
keep
It's
dropping
okay.
those words.
CV.
CV, gotcha.
Mhm.
So, a hint of that, they have to take everything out, clean what in the Marine Corps we call the Chinese field day,
Uh-huh.
and clean everything out. So that takes up time and everything. And well, people have to be suspended from work, and we are not getting anything.
Yeah, bro. That's not good, bro. I don't know, man.
Not at all.
I don't know what's going on. I hope you don't end up losing your job. I don't want to even, manifest that, but, speak
Oh,
that into
God.
existence.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
I think you'll be okay. I mean, it may have something to do. Yeah, I think it may have something to do
there's
with
still
what's going
product.
on.
Don't get me wrong.
Mhm.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. There's still product, except that they can't move it because also truck drivers have been, also put on hold
Sure,
for the time being,
sure.
and a lot of the other like meat processing warehouse places have been cut off as well.
Yeah,
I think Smithfield's the main pork one that got cut off.
right.
So yeah, that's gonna hit us hard, and
Mm.
it's just frustrating over just nothing.
Mhm.
Yeah. Over-
I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on with that. A lot of people talking about meat packing plants here lately, but and in a very dark way, but and what's in the meat is what I'm getting at. But my man, I just keep X22.
Yeah.
Somebody says Mischievous just said X22 did a video today on low meat deliverings. So I don't know. You might want to go watch that.
Hey, I can attest to that.
I don't know. Lots of meatpacking
Yeah,
plants
we're
and
getting
skeleton crews are shutting down. I don't know. I don't know what's the deal with that. Could be because what's in the meat, right? But my man, I appreciate your call. I'm gonna take a couple more. All right.
Hey, you have a great one, Thomas.
Hey, you too, my man.
When we go off,
Where
have
we-
a great one. Thank you for answering. Have a great one.
All right, you too, man. Where we go when we go off. Thank you. All right. Let's go ahead and take this call real quick. 4906. What's up?
Hi, how are you? It's Renee Fada.
Hey, Renee. How are you?
Good. I have to mute my TV. I just wanted to say something. I remember she was talking about the New Age thing.
Mhm.
And I remember the New Age started back in the day when in the 80s when the channeling started. And I think it was just another way the deep state used to discredit our power and to discredit people from the fact that we could do it. However, they also wanted to separate people from God. So if they saw that and made people see it separate from God, and I wanted to just say, it's not, if you use those things, you're not more powerful than God. You're powerful because of God.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah, so it doesn't negate him whatsoever, And that was another thing. Somebody was saying that if they believed in aliens or alien abduction, that meant that they had to, it negated the fact that there was God. And it's like, it doesn't have to be one or the other, you know, it's just an expanded idea of the same thing.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I think that they can't, no, I mean, it makes sense. I think they took over what we were learning. They just completely besmirched it, and then they turned it on us. They turned ourselves on each other. That's how they do it. They manipulate us. They make us go against each other, and they create labels.
Yeah. Yeah, they turn everything. They've basically turned everything completely upside down, inside out, and upside down.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, 100%.
Just wanted to say hey and put in my 2 cents as usual.
Well, you're fine, and I appreciate the call. And you call back whenever you want to. Okay.
All right, Thomas. You have a good one.
Hey, you too. Bye bye. Bella. Thank you so much for the super chat, Bella. She says, haircut money. Love you, Thomas. Keep up the great work. Your platform is the light at the end of my day. Oh, how sweet. Thank you, Bella. She says, enjoy all the information and the amazing chatters sharing their knowledge. Thanks, mods. Much love. Absolutely. We have the best mods in the game. Best mods in the game. Let's go. Let's take some more, all right? Let's take some more. I think last time, Aaron. Let's take Aaron. Aaron, you there? You gotta unmute your thing, Bubba. I have to put you back. I'll come back. Oh, did he fix it? Nope. 5567, what's up?
Hi, Thomas. Big fan.
Hey, how are you? Who's this?
And this is Diane.
Hi, Diane.
I just want to say thanks for the, always being on top of things and everything. And I really appreciate you. And
thank you.
Yeah. So here in California, the governor Newsom tried to use taxpayer money to fund the illegal, immigrants that are here and stuff like that. But that got stopped today, thank God. And so that was amazing. And I also want to say that I think all this is like President Trump is really on top of it, and we just got to go along with the plan. But I mean, I would take out not take out, but you know what I mean, like arrest, the people that are really doing damage, like Nancy Pelosi, mm-hmm. Bill Gates, mm-hmm. Because he's like another George Soros to me. He's doing,
yes.
Because he has the money,
mm-hmm.
and, funding all this stuff and everything. And it's like he's really damaging, trying to hurt a lot of people and, a lot of innocent people all the time.
Oh, yeah. He's sadistic.
Trump,
sadist.
Yeah. But I'm sure President Trump has everything, and Q has everything in control, and we just got to trust the plan. But so it was like it's just frustrating to see him keep coming up with ways to try to hurt everybody, and trying to get rid of us, and trying to keep forth the deep state's plan. You know what I mean?
Well, we're doing it in real time. And I'm so glad we're all here to do this together, because that's what our mission is to do.
Right. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. So one thing I just want to say thank you for everything that you do. I listen to you every day. And thank you for the good information that you always bring, and blessings to you and your son and your family.
Oh, thank you. Very sweet. Thank you.
And hopefully everything keeps, you keep moving forward and not being touched by the evil forces that are trying to stop us, trying to stop you guys and all of us spreading, the good prosperity out there to one another. So,
yeah, I agree. And such kind words, and I really appreciate that. That's very sweet of you. And I want you to call back whenever you want to, okay? Monday, Wednesday, Friday, okay?
Okay, thank you. And I share your even from out of state too. So as much as I can.
Awesome.
Spread you around everywhere.
Awesome. Thank you. That's what we need. That's what we need.
6 people.
There you go. Hey.
6 or 7 people.
Hey, I greatly appreciate that's all the work I want you guys to do. I really appreciate it. Expand us.
Well, thank you. God bless you.
God bless you too.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye.
Talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That was a great call. She was a sweetie pie. Thank you. Let's go ahead and move. Let's keep going. 2011. Welcome to the show, 2011. What's up?
Thomas.
Hey, what's up?
Going on?
Nothing much. Who's this?
Not much. Rude from Toronto, Canada.
Drew?
Rude.
Rude, what's up?
Not much, man. Just calling to say long time listener, first time caller.
Well, I'm glad you called, man. Thank you.
Got a few points.
Sure.
First off, the stuff you're talking about tonight. Sure, a lot of people are surprised that you talked about it, but this is big stuff. This is stuff that a lot of people don't know about.
Oh, I know. I've lost, I'm looking right now. Usually we have about 1,800 in here. And right now we have 800. So it was off-putting. I think it was off-putting to a lot of people. I don't care.
Yeah, but the thing is, a lot of the other stuff that's going on, Pedogate, all that stuff, this is on top of that. Like this is big news that people will eventually find out that if they're having a hard time with Pedogate and all the corruption and everything, you throw this on top of that, it's just going to blow their mind. Oh
yeah, I mean they can't. No, a lot of people can't handle this, and what they go straight to is this is that word New Age, and then it ends there. It's just like saying hey to a SJW, just to be like, hey, you know what, I don't know, Barack Obama is really from Haiti, or whatever the hell he's from, Kenya, and they're just like nope, and then they just cut it off. So I have 2 more sections to this. I'm gonna do it. Not tonight because I only have about 25 minutes left.
Well, the thing is, there's a lot of stuff out there about this, but people just don't know where to look or haven't found it. But there's a lot of stuff out there about this.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
This is nothing new. This is nothing new.
No. But if I wish people would have stuck around, because in reality, the next 2 parts to this actually build up to what's going on right now. But they may come back. Who knows?
All connected. It's all connected. All connected. You have to connect the dots. You're not going to get a big, headline saying this is what's going on. It's all these little things that people have, read or might have seen. They're just not connecting the dots.
Absolutely. I 100% agree with you, man. There's another step. There's another step to it. But,
Yeah.
It is what it is, man. I can't. Go ahead.
We talked about it too. It's about the children. It's all about the children. And the thing too is when things start to come out and these rock stars, Hollywood actors, when these people get exposed, the children who look up to these people, it's going to crush them. They will not be able to understand why so-and-so isn't around anymore. Like, what's going on? They will not be able to understand.
I mean, hey, it's tough for the kids. It really is. It's tough for everybody. Like, I loved movies. I loved music. I love this stuff. Yeah. My whole world was turned upside down. And what did that send me to? It gave me faith. So you got to go through some shit to get to the other side and realize what's going on. That's what it is.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I totally agree. It's just these kids are going to be devastated. Like the ones who look up to Lady Gaga, let's say, for example.
Sure.
You know, they won't know. They can't understand what's going on. Like, you know what I mean? And we as parents have to explain this to them. Like, how do you explain it to your child? It's going to be devastated.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're going to have to get through it. They got to toughen up. And it sucks. You get black-pilled. You get black-pilled, and then you're just like, what is this world? I mean, this is what I'm saying. 99% of everyone, or, you know, if they all knew the truth, man, it would F up a lot of people.
Yeah, every day we're learning more and more about the corruption.
Sure.
And eventually things are going to start coming out. You know, everybody's saying, you know, where's the indictments? Where's the indictments? You know what? Things are happening behind the scenes. It's not going to happen overnight. And
no. And you think we're going to know about it first? The hell out of here. You know?
Yeah. You know, like this is, like they keep saying, trust the plan. You know, everybody's getting frustrated, but you know what? It's not going to happen overnight.
Let them be frustrated.
There's no second try. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
It's once in a lifetime opportunity here.
It is.
So,
and if you want to bail, if they want to bail, then bail. I'm not making any. If they don't want to deal with it, then they don't have to deal with it. Like, I love all of you guys, but like the fact that, you know, that so many people are just like, I'm done. Nothing's happened. Bye. You know, go back to your life of pretending that everything's normal. Right?
Yeah. But the thing is, if they actually look, it's not normal. Like, you just look at mainstream, you know, media.
Mm-hmm.
If they can't see what is going on just by watching one channel, two channels, three channels, it's staring you right in the face. It's like, how blind can you be?
I know, man.
You know?
I know.
I don't know. Anyways, just wanted to call, say, keep doing what you're doing.
Thanks, man.
And keep the faith, brother.
Hey, I appreciate you. Call back anytime, okay?
All right, man. Have a great night. Thanks.
Hey, you too, man. God bless you. All right, let's try it again. All right, Group C, you're in. It's not showing me your mic. So I asked you to turn on your camera. We got a super chat real quick. Wide Awake. What's up, Wide Awake? I hope the Great Awakening includes a cure for your son. Love you. If he doesn't, it's okay. My son's just fine the way he is. You know, that's just what it is, you know? There he is. There you go. Now you got your mic good. You there?
Yeah, finally. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
Doing pretty good. Haven't been on your show in a while.
I know. Where you been, Aaron?
Use this time to. Work's been keeping me busy, and then I would get off and then just take the rest of the day to myself and relax and just try to recharge. And things finally calmed down at the end of today. And I was like, you know what? Let's hop on to Tom's channel and catch up because it's been way too long.
There you go, man. There you go.
Yeah. So, you were talking about the Ascended Masters earlier in your podcast.
Sure.
And I actually, a few weeks ago, I watched some YouTube videos on that same subject.
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, you know, I think about how, you know, the DS, I'm trying to work on not saying sensitive words.
Yeah, keywords. You're fine.
I know that they like to take things that are good and like demonize or bastardize them. I don't know, pervert them. I don't know whatever word you want to use. And so It makes me think, you know, and you also consider when Q says think mirror, so think the opposite. It makes me think about, you know, not people, but like entities like, for instance, the goddess Isis. You know, if you think about the Egyptian goddess Isis and the terror group in the Middle East.
Sure.
I've seen mixed mixed opinions about whether this I won't call her by her name anymore because that's probably a sensitive word. Whether she's like a demon or whether she's like an ascended master. And
You talking about Abramovic? Who are you talking about?
The goddess Isis.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, gotcha. Yes.
So, see, sometimes I wonder, did the DS create the terror group under that name to take her name and make her bad, or was
hey,
with a demon? You know what I mean?
Nice. Does it give them power? Right.
Exactly. Yeah. So I wanted to get your take on that if you have one.
Well, anything you put energy towards and anything that you try and conjure up is definitely giving it energy. So, when people, like you saw that, I think it was a round table with, I don't know the company of it, but it had Shiva, the goddess of destruction, right there in the back. That same thing, goddess of destruction, Shiva is right there at CERN. They use this stuff because they worship this stuff behind the scenes. They know what's going on. These people are the elitists. I don't know if they're human. I don't know what they are, but in some way, shape, or form, they've gotten this information. They're probably from a bloodline. They've gotten the technology from off-world, and they use it against us. And they brought evil onto this planet, and it's not going to take 13 seconds to fix it, like a lot of people think. Why are the indictments? Why aren't the indictments here? Why is Tony Podesta out there still walking around, all this kind of stuff, man. So it's like, bro, it is. You're absolutely right. If you give acknowledgement to something, if you believe that something is real, then you give it power. And that's what these people do. That's why they worship Moloch. You think they worship Moloch because they're bored and they're just trying to be cool? No, they worship it because they get stuff back from it and it's real. It's not fake.
Yeah, sick people we're dealing with, huh?
It's very sick. But you're absolutely right, Aaron. That yes, with these names that they give them, it's a tip of the cap. It's it's honoring the entity, the deity that they work for. They are praising it.
Yeah. Well, you know what Q said, never interrupt the enemy when they're in the process of destroying themselves. So while they're empowering themselves, they've got the gun aimed right at their own foot.
Oh yeah, hopefully aimed at their own head. There you go. Yeah, Aaron. Yeah. Anything else?
No, that's all I have for you. Actually, one question. Sure. When's your next Beyond the Headlines show?
We're working on some stuff behind the scenes. It got too hectic with the pressers and everything, so we took a break from it for now. But everything's gravy, and we will do them again. We're gonna wait for everything to kind of slow down. You know what I'm saying?
Right, of course. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, all my friends and family who, as they open up more to this rabbit hole stuff, they're coming to me with more questions. And,
awesome.
And because I've been so busy, I've been telling them, I refer them to you, Red Pill.
Thank you.
And all them. So you get you some more subscribers, get you some more likes, and with that, hopefully they'll spread this information and tell other people about your channel too. So
awesome.
I'm trying that as hard as I can do for you guys.
Well, Aaron, dude, every little bit counts, man. And whether you spread, you like, you donate, whatever it is, as long as it benefits the expansion of the channel, I really appreciate it. I really mean that.
Yeah, anytime, buddy. Anytime. Anyways, have a good weekend, and I'll talk to you next time.
All right, you too, my man. Call back anytime.
Definitely. Take care.
All right, bye-bye. Take care. Great call. Aaron in the house. We got a big super chat from Big Mike Loves Barry. Oh, that's a great name. Big super chat too, Big Mike. Thank you so much for the super chat. I love the name. He says, what if this content doesn't jibe with Christianity? Final Bible canon, numbered 66 books, edited from more than 500 discovered at BOTH Dead Sea. Yes. And Nag Hammadi text locations. Some books not included in the Bible. B.O. Thomas refer to metaphysical content discussed tonight. I'm just trying to remember, just trying to read what you mean by that. Some books not included. It's not. It's not. A lot of stuff is kept from us. Big Mike, I want to really thank you for that massive super chat. Thank you, dude. Thank you. And in no way, shape, or form am I talking about reptilians. I'm not talking about, insectoids or anything that's so far out in left field. I mean, this is just, to me, I just believe in, I just believe in a divine grace, and I believe that there's laws of the universe, and I believe in God and in the source of all this stuff. This is what I really truly believe in this stuff. Deborah Piccolo with a massive super chat. Deborah, thank you so much, Deborah. She says, I love you, Thomas. Halfway through, I said, I'm out of here. I took a deep breath and stayed on. You're really on to something. Glad I stayed. Deborah, you have no idea how much that means to me. See, thank you. That right there, guys, is important to me. That's important to me. Deborah, thank you. You're smart. Deborah's smart. She's a smarty. I can tell you that, and I appreciate that donation and that generosity. Thank you so much. Very sweet of you, and I'm glad that I'm on to something. Wait, I wish we could do the other two. The other two are even crazier. They're crazier. In a good way, not out of left field. It brings us all up to speed. I'm telling you, all this stuff coincides with itself. Telling you, Deborah. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you. Very sweet of you. Ashley in the house. Hey, Ashley. Thank you so much. Says here, they are after the children because they're a powerful energy. Absolutely. Do they want to control us? Because we are powerful? Look inside. You are beautiful. Use this. Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree. We are of God. We are beautiful. We are powerful. We have many things that we are not able to access because of the evil that is around us, that we've been indoctrinated into, right? They took control of this planet, this realm, whatever you want to call it, and that's what it is. Yep. We have one that can see. Thank you. We have one that says, all talk about 4F, but what is Musk Starlink up to? I don't know. I don't trust that guy as far as I can throw him. Not as far as I can throw him. Go back and look at Wes Phillips' chat. Wes Phillips, thanks, man. Sorry I missed it. Thank you. Sorry I missed you. Have you noticed local news becoming weaponized today, going after Trump for disinfecting comments? The ones that had been staying out of it? Absolutely. I've noticed that for 2 months now. They've been doing it. They gradually build. They're getting paid. They're all paid. They're all paid. You come here for real news. That's where you go. Hey, we're talking about this. People are like, this isn't news. You strayed from the path. I don't know. You know what I care about? I care about this group. I care about this channel. I care about our friendship that we have here, this safe place that we can go, right? This is what I care about. If you think I strayed from the path, I just don't think you're there yet. You'll get there because you're here. And what I mean by that is you're here, you're somewhat grasping. I'm not saying that I know everything. Absolutely I don't. I don't know shit. But what I can tell you is what I believe. I believe this kind of stuff. I feel like intuitively I even know it to be true. It's very weird. I don't know how to explain it. I don't even know how we're here now on this channel, how we've come this far. I don't know. It's God is what it is. But this exists for some reason. I don't know why. It's all over the place. And what was sent to me, I felt like I should share it with you. So if you want to, you do what you want to, guys. It's free will, right? It's free will. Christy Shea, what's up, Christy Shea? Thomas, this made my day so much. I love, much love to you and Sunny Skies, Shan and Mel, and all other mods and my Patriot family. Isn't that sweet, Christy? Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. Very nice. Thank you. Yeah, we're just doing it laid back, man. This is laid back today. I wanted to do something different. So that's why we did it. And I'm going to do it again. Not backing down. 0795, what's up? Hey, who's this?
Hi, Thomas. It's Fee from Australia. I'll just put that on pause.
Yeah, put that on mute.
I love your show. Love your work. Doing a great job.
What time is it there? Like what is it, about 1 o'clock? In the tomorrow?
No, 10 to 12. 10 to 12 in the daytime, nearly midday.
Oh, nice. Well, I want to tell you something. You're the first Australian to call into the show.
Yeah, I know, because I've been listening. Yes, I really want to share something. I'm guided constantly to just the best gems, and and like yourself, but you're right up there as one of my most important guys to follow.
Thank you.
I saw recently. Yeah, welcome. I saw recently. There's a lady on YouTube. Her name's Magenta Pixie. Now, she's apparently been, like when she was a child, she used to astral travel, she wasn't deliberately doing it, but anyway. So she's gone through quite a interesting sort of journey, and she actually was introduced to some ascended beings, which she calls the Nine. Mm-hmm. They gave her a message. It was Easter time sometime when she was she found herself astral traveling, and she was taken to the galactic core and given a huge download, which she talked about, and basically was given a very important message that she was told, no, she can't write a book. This has to get out now. Mm-hmm. Everyone needs this now. So what it was just a simple message, basically covering three steps. Number one, that it's really important for people to grasp and understand, have a knowledge of what is going on, what the problem is. So basically knowing what the problem is. And that's really tough for a lot of people, So,
absolutely.
Some people just can't deal with it, like it's rocked their world so much that they just refuse to. It's like willful cognitive dissonance.
Oh, I love that. Willful cognitive dissonance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I have and I also know how important forgiveness is, we need to forgive ourselves as well, but truly try to forgive those that don't give a stuff about it. It's basically service to self people. Mm-hmm. So the enemy is service to self. Mm-hmm. They don't give a stuff about us, obviously, but it's very difficult to forgive those people that deliberately want to cause harm. That's very hard. That's a real hard one. So, yeah, and then step 2 basically is declaring your sovereignty and saying no. No, well, I'm a sovereign being. I do not consent. I do not consent to that crap.
No.
And that's really important as well. So, like she says, sometimes it takes people a very short time to get through these steps, and sometimes it takes years and years, and some people will never get there. So that's important, step 2. And then step 3 is basically sending love and forgiving.
Absolutely.
So she covers it. She covers it very well. Mm-hmm. And I mean, all these things I'm saying sound too simple, but basically, at the end of the day, the formula is simple, really. We're the ones that complicate things.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Unnecessarily, we sort of make things more difficult, I think.
Yeah, I think we really do. I think on a certain level, we do make things difficult because of we are behind. We're behind and when we should be advanced. It's not our fault that we're not advanced. Yeah. So without the advancement of humanity, of course we're going to trip over our own feet and backtrack because that's what they've instilled into us, which is sad.
That's right. We've been programmed. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've been programmed. We need to do a lot of deprogramming and learn how to, first of all, remember who we are that is sovereign beings.
Yes.
I put in the chat recently, I think, in the last year or two, whatever it was, they discovered that there's a God particle in every single cell of our trillions of cells.
There you go.
And,
there you go.
There's a God particle.
Sure.
Mm.
God forbid you say that to anybody. They'd probably go crazy.
Well, it makes sense, doesn't it? I mean, we're created by Prime Source Creator. He's going to put his signature in there, isn't he? Or she, who, like, what do we know? Must have both male and female traits, because that makes sense, doesn't it? But, whatever. But, it's interesting stuff. So that's her, it's on, if people are interested in watching that, it's a good one. It's only an hour. But that was on, she did her own, because she's got her own channel, but she also did, she must have been invited by Simon Parkes of Connecting Consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a nice one, that one. It's not, it was nice because it's really presented very simply, and, it's not, it's not going to be, and it's not really confronting. It's not, it's a pretty simple, really, message, and a lot of people would sort of be able to follow and appreciate it. But it's pretty important for people to realise, and that a lot of things, so much is going on. A lot of people are really confused. And
oh yeah,
things,
I'm not holding it against anybody. I'm not holding it against anybody.
No.
This was a different. This was different for a lot of people, and it's okay. I have a question for you, real quick. Calling from Australia? Yeah. You're in Australia, right? Correct. What number did you dial? Did you dial East, West, or?
I dialed the New York number.
All right, so because we have a couple Aussies in the chat asking how you did that, so yeah, she just dialed East Coast.
When you put it, as soon as you put the numbers up on the screen, I just dialed the East Coast.
Yeah,
one.
There you go. That's how you do it. So we've had people calling from like the Netherlands and stuff, but no one from. I don't believe anyone from Australia is called. A lot of Aussies are in the chat every single day. There's at least 10 or 15, but you're the first one to call in, and I really appreciate that.
Yeah. No, I really do love your show. It's a bit, and it's a shame that the Edge of Wonder guys got taken down. That sucks. That, because they're a lot of fun to watch as well. Mm-hmm. But hey, I've got one more message, and that is in regards to, now this blew me away because I've seen The Matrix, I must say, probably about 20 times back in the day. Mm-hmm. But the red pill, blue pill message, now this wouldn't really be surprising to many of us when you really think about it, because it makes sense. Everything's inverted.
Sure.
So that message, the red pill, blue pill message, when you listen to this guy, he's on what's his channels, Reverse Universe, right? So what he does is he plays that part of the movie where the blue pill, red pill is presented to Neo, and if you listen, you go back and you listen to that message very carefully, just it's like you get struck with like what it really means. Because the red pill, you stay. Okay, so it sort of starts, like you stay in Wonderland, right? You stay. There is there's no turning back after this. You stay in Wonderland, and I take you down the rabbit hole and all that sort of stuff. But it's like a trap. Whereas if just bear with me for a sec, because a lot of people are going to go, "What's she saying?" But I was stunned when I got it, because you listen to the blue pill message, and that's you wake up and believe whatever you want to believe.
Sure.
That's freedom.
Sure.
So it's an interesting, that was a good message. So that's for some people to check it out. But it's a real it's a real good one. I mean, it makes sense, you know, like everything, as you know, is pretty inverted. So,
Yeah.
Anyway,
Everything's inverted. What's up?
To share those.
Well, I appreciate it. I really do. And you call back anytime, okay? Thanks for hanging out.
No worries, Thomas. You have an awesome one.
You too. Thank you.
And love to everybody. Love to everyone listening. Namaste to all.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for the call. I really appreciate that.
Good stuff. All right.
All right. Bye-bye.
Love you. Bye.
Love you too. Bye-bye. 6835, what's up?
Hey, Thomas, this is Savage.
What's up, man? How are you?
You know what? I'm doing great in a way, and then other ways not. I got affected by the coronavirus, and it, didn't really think about it, until it hit home. And, it's not exactly related to me, but it's a friend of mine down in Georgia. Mm-hmm. And, she said she went into the hospital with a fever, and they checked her for influenza, strep, and COVID. And she said she come up negative on the two, but ended up with influenza. Said she can't breathe, and, they've got her quarantined in a room, and I don't know, it's crazy. But my prayers go out to her, Miss Jen, and all the people across the nation, across the world. It's crazy that some deep state fucks have got a hold on us like that, and there ain't really anything we can do about it. I'm glad that Trump come up with the the plan.
Mm-hmm. But she didn't get COVID.
No, and
imagine that.
Said, it's just
Savage. Imagine that, right?
Yeah, I know, and
she's gonna be fine. She'll be fine.
It's a bunch of crap.
It is,
and I don't know, but like I said, I didn't really think about it, until it was somebody that, that I don't.
Where's she at in Georgia?
What's that?
What city is she in Georgia?
I think she's closer to the bay.
Oh, okay, close. Okay, to the Gulf. I got you. Okay.
I don't know. I got a joke for you just to get it off that anyway.
Give it to me.
These two little Southern boys, and they're playing in the yard, and
mm-hmm.
they didn't really have anything to do. They're bored, so they looked in the building out back, and there was a bucket of paint and a can of nails.
Mm-hmm.
And Hi says to Jobby, he's like, Jobby, he says, what do you think we should do with this? Jobby says, Hi, I don't know, man. He said, there ain't much we can do with it. A bucket of nails and some paint. Hi says, watch this. He grabbed that bucket and just dumped it all over himself. He goes stepping out in the yard. Jobby's like, Hi, what the hell's wrong with you, man? He said, look, Jobby. He said, I was a Republican. And Jobby's like, oh, Hi, you must be out of your mind. He grabs him up, takes him into his mom, and he says, Mom, show him what you done. And little Hi says, look, Mama. And he holds his arms out, and he says, I'm a Republican. She said, oh, Hi, you're in big trouble. And she started whacking him with a broom, telling him, get your butt over in the corner and wait for your father to get home. After 45 minutes goes by, little Hi's looking at the clock. Here comes his dad through the door. She said, tell your father what you done. He's shaking his arms, holding him out. He said, look, Daddy, I was a Republican. And he grabbed that boy up and beat the piss out of him for about 10 or 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Man, he's like, you little brat. He said, I can't believe you've done this. He said, I'm a Democrat. Your grandpa's a Democrat, and the one before him was a Democrat. You got to be proud of your heritage. You got to be proud to be a Democrat. He said, I don't know, Dad. He said, I've only been a Republican for about an hour, and I hate you fucking Democrats already.
There you go. There's different. I've heard that joke. It kind of goes in different ways too.
Yeah,
I've heard. Yeah.
It works better like that, I think.
Yes, it does. It does on this channel. It certainly does.
I'm like I said, I was told that by a Democrat, so I thought it was.
Yeah, there's other versions to that, but I've heard that one. Savage, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate the positivity, bro. And you call back anytime.
And everybody that's listening, man, God bless y'all, and Jesus loves.
Absolutely, Savage. Take care, my friend. Jeremy, you unmute your iPhone, please. Jeremy, go ahead and unmute, my friend, please. I'll give you one more, okay, Bubba? Jeremy, can you unmute your phone, please? There you go. Hey, Jeremy, how are you?
Hey, I'm good, man. You hear me all right?
Yes, I can hear you. What's up?
Hey, man. I was kind of drawn back. I've been following you for a while, and I've seen you dive into the New Age, and then I saw a lot of the Christians go a little crazy, and I figured I'd give you a call and see if I could kind of explain some things. I had a pretty profound spiritual awakening about 10 years ago. And I know quite a bit about the confusion with New Age and the conflict with, Christians seem to fight that a lot. And I'd just like to remind them that, empty those wineskins and open up a little bit.
Sure.
And remember that, the Bible, was written and Christ was here over 2,000 years ago, and you got to do the research and remember that the Catholic Church, rewrote, just decided what they were going to put in the Bible, put in the little bits and pieces, held back a lot of golden nuggets.
Yes.
But there's a lot of information in there that a lot of folks just aren't ready for, or they don't quite understand. They don't quite understand what Jesus meant when he says, I'm everything, and
right.
Everything has a consciousness.
Sure.
Our planet, Mother Earth that we live on, do you believe that it's got a consciousness? Is it a living being? Does it think? So it gets tough, and I can see where a lot of where New Age gets its rift is you can't force enlightenment.
No.
What happened to me out of the blue, just because spiritually and my soul just was ready. I didn't ask for it.
There you go. Same with me, man. I didn't ask for this. It just kind of came to me.
Didn't push for it. Didn't take any drugs to get it.
No.
And that's where the danger comes, I think that's where a lot of folks are kind of like, starving for the truth. And they start to push that when you're just not ready. You're not ready.
Sure.
You can have a lot of bad experiences from that.
I agree. I agree, man. Jeremy, I don't mean to cut you off, dude. I really don't. But I'm cutting into red pills time right now, and I need to end the show, dude. If you got any,
that's great, man.
You call back Monday, okay? I promise. If I see Jeremy's iPhone, I will pick up first, okay?
Definitely, man. I'd like to talk with you. I got a ton of information on that subject where I could share, and I'd love to put out some flames. Like I see it all the time.
Sure, it does happen.
I'm like, don't fight. It's the same thing, guys. It's the same stuff. You you're not quite getting it.
Sure.
And it's big and it's deep, and you got to remember, forever's a long time.
It is.
Christians are supposed to be taught that you're an everlasting soul, and then they get all caught up on incarnations and reincarnations. And it's so frustrating. But yeah, man, I'll try to get with you on Monday.
Jeremy, I hope you have a good night and a great weekend, man. Okay.
You too.
Thank you. All right, guys. Well, that's it for us. Fred Cares, thank you so much for the super chat. I greatly appreciate it. Thanks for being you all day, every day, baby. Thank you. Thank you for being you. Fred cares. Thank you for that generosity. I appreciate it. Mel C says 37 pages of Assange indictment released. I wonder what they'll do with that. Very interesting, Mel C. Thank you so much. Guys, the ones that remained, right? This was like a last man standing match. If you watch wrestling, wink, wink. I appreciate it. I appreciate you giving me your attention and listening. And, you know, the ones who didn't stick around, it's okay. It's totally fine. Hopefully they'll be back. But, guys, again, I want to thank each and every one of you who called in, who donated, who subscribed and shared and liked, all that good stuff. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot to me. You know, I will continue to talk about this sort of stuff. I have 2 more parts to it. Maybe go over the Book of Enoch as well. And I like to talk about this stuff. And it does ruffle a lot of feathers. It's not intentional. I think you all understand that. I'm nothing but, we're all light beings here. I'm just trying to bring something to the table to discuss. And a lot of people just don't want to discuss. So, friends, I will see you all maybe tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we do. We might do a special stream or something. I don't know yet. But I want to thank all the mods too. Sunny Skies, Mel, Shan. Thank you so much. And guys, I hope you have a beautiful weekend. Enjoy yourselves. I hope that your state that you're in is a little bit open so you can get out and do some stuff. If not, just go with the plan, right? Trust the plan. We are in this together. And I will see you all next time. All right, my friends. Have a good one. Bye-bye.